Welcome to this video series to help you learn basics of biblical Greek. I'm glad for this chance to walk with you through the textbook as you learn this marvelous language. My name is Bill Mounce. I'm the author of the book, and I'll be doing the teaching in the video series. And let me start just by introducing myself a bit and where we are. I taught for several years at a college level, then went to Gordon Conwell Theological Seminary north of Boston and ran their Greek language program and taught. I left there to pastor for a while, so I've had an interesting range of experiences because that's partly my heart, part academic, part pastor, and that combination has really affected how I wrote BBG, and I'm going to talk about that in just a bit. You are in my home office. This is where I live. I'm in Washougal, Washington, in the southwest corner of the state. We're a bedroom community basically to Vancouver, not Vancouver, BC, but Vancouver in Washington, just over the river from Portland. I can look out my front window and I get to see the Columbia River and the Columbia Gorge and Mount Hood. It's a wonderful place to live. I say that partly, though, because as you watch the scene, as you may notice the scene behind me change, welcome to Washougal. Wind and fronts come through here and bend those trees over sideways. At other times, videos will start and it's bright outside and then it gets dark and gloomy. That's just the clouds blowing through the area. So it's part of the joy of living in this place. The weather does truly change about every 5 minutes. But anyway, welcome to my home. Welcome to my home office. And one of the reasons I did the video series this way was that I really want you to be comfortable. I know we're not actually in the same room, but I want you to feel like we are. I want you to feel like you just walked in and you plopped yourself down in a chair and say, will you help me with chapter 5? I can't get it. And I want you to kind of feel like I'm just talking with you and walking you through chapter 5. So you're going to be able to read what I have to say, and then you're going to be able to watch and listen to what I have to say. So anyway, that's why I did the video series the way I did. I want it relaxed. I didn't want to do it in a classroom, for example. Okay, so welcome. Welcome to my home, and welcome to Basics of Biblical Greek. Let me say a few introductory things that I often say when I'm in an actual classroom. One is, please read the preface in the book. The preface will kind of give you an orientation to what I'm doing and why. I don't know if you read prefaces. I always read prefaces. But I think it's important in this one to read it, to kind of get a feel for what I'm doing. As I said, my name is Bill Mounce. And if you want more information on me, just go to my personal website, billmounce.com. And you can see different bits and pieces. I think it's always fun to know a little bit about your teachers and your authors and kind of behind the scenes stuff. So that's what's on the website, billmounce.com. Please read the rationale statement in the book. When I first wrote BBG, it was really different. In fact, my dad told me years later that when he first read it, his first thought was, oh, poor Bill, no one's ever going to buy this book. Because it really is different. For example, it's very personal. My personality is just everywhere in the book. It's not a sterile book, and that's what Dad was responding to. But in the rationale, I spelled out how I thought Greek language instruction needed to change. And the book's been out for a long time, and I think the rationale has proven it. Well, the book has proven the rationale to be accurate. But again, the rationale will help you understand where I'm coming from and why I do what I do. Okay? So make sure you do that. Please use my website, teknia.com, teknia.com. Please use it. There is so much information on this website. I have spent thousands of hours in developing this site. And apart from the videos, everything's free on it. And you just need to, it was designed to walk with you. So you have the textbook open, you're reading it, and you got the website open. Just go to the online class and go to the Greek class, and then go to the right chapter. And then as you read, you can walk through with the website as well. There's blogs that will show you how Greek is used, the Greek that you're learning that chapter for encouragement. There's just all kinds of stuff. one of the things that used to be really frustrating to me when I was teaching was a student that would come in and say, Dr. Mounce, I got the chapter exercise 3 and I just couldn't do it. And there's no one I could help. Everyone else was asleep in the dorm, so I just gave up. And a lot of what the website is there for is to help you as the student when you get stuck. And there's a right way and a wrong way to use the website. I'll talk about it later on. But please get comfortable with Technia. Technia may sound like a strange word. It's a Greek word that means little child. For about 20 years, I wrote commercial software and finally decided that was my second job when I was teaching. And I finally got to the point where I realized I don't think this is what the Lord wants me to do. And so I thought I would start writing children's educational software, Bible and kids Greek kind of stuff. In fact, a site I have that I develop as I have time is kidsgreek.com. It's teaching kids conversational Greek. And the real point is to get them to not be afraid of Greek and to start being able to use better Bible study tools. And you can do that very early on. By the way, that was the kind of stuff I thought I was going to be doing. And then I ended up writing software more for year level than that. But anyway, that was why I picked Technia, little child, children's educational software. And I just kept it as I moved up to year level. So make sure you use Technia.com.